Boxing King Media in association with Boxraw. 24 hours away from the biggest fight of your life, Sonny.
About 23. I'll probably be at the ring by now. There.
Fair point. 24 hours away. I think it's important to let the fans know where they can watch the fight, because a lot of people are mistaken that they think they need to pay for this, but it's actually free to view. Fight TV app. Do you want to explain when and how they can watch it?
Yeah, it's on any smart TV, on your mobile devices, any devices. Just search Fight TV. That's FITE TV by Triller. Yeah, they're broadcasting the fight completely free, no pay-per-view. Just download the app and away you go. Same platform as Mayweather Deji a couple of days later.
There you go. Can't beat that. They get to watch Mayweather Deji in the same app once you've downloaded it. I saw earlier on today you put up on your Instagram story you've received a special gift from the IBF. Just talk us through it and just show the fans what you've got.
Well, you would have been there for the presentation if you came to the weigh-in today and didn't go to Manchester. But do you know what? This is actually probably one of my now most prized possessions, and I don't know why I feel a much more emotional attachment to this than even the world title. But this is good, I can't lie. Like, I was really made up for this. This is like NBA championship ring level stuff for me. You want to have a look at the box. It's not no like cheap. You know what I mean? Don't give these out in Christmas crackers. I mean, the box won't fit in it to start with. But go on, make sure you zoom in for this one. Look, just go and have a little look.
Sweet.
I can't lie, I'm very proud of this. The champion. There we go. Oh yeah, look, should I take it out?
Yeah, go for it.
Let me just, get the
So just to clarify, you get this, is it after you defended your title a certain amount of time?
So it's on your for your third defence, you get this. Okay, got 2021, the year that I won it. It's got the IBF on the side, and it's got IBF flyweight with the you might really struggle to see this, but in there somewhere it's inscribed. It says Sonny Edwards. It says that in there. So for all the people that have called me Frodo over the years, I guess I'm the Lord of the Ring. You know what I mean?
That is a beautiful piece of jewellery, that I
One of
must
the
say.
Infinity Stones. One of the Infinity Stones. I don't know if they do rings for the other belts. If they don't, they want to. If not, I might, get 3 defences of them and just start making them myself.
Good stuff. Obviously, we're a day away from your fight. I don't really want to talk too much about fighting. Just want to speak about a couple of different things. We spoke about Andrew Tate earlier in the week. Did you see the face-off he's had today with Jake Paul?
What, are they going to fight or what? Like, I don't know. Didn't really. I see my mate Lawrence Okoli out there with him though. Yeah, over in Dubai, I think, is where they all are. Yeah, I don't know. Unless they're going to fight, I don't know there's much more to say about that. But I suppose it's a good link-up. They're very influential people with massive profiles. Jake Paul's in boxing. Lawrence Okoli's in the midst.
Definitely. Just want to talk to you about the video I put out earlier in the week on TikTok, Instagram, where it was talking about the comments True Geordie made. And I think I spoke to you a couple of days ago and you said you've had a crazy amount of DMs, people messaging you from up and down the country, around the world. Just talk to me a little bit about the messages and what kind of stuff and response have you received?
Yeah, I just had a horde of, probably predominantly Muslim people just reaching out for the appreciation of someone from maybe my background, someone from my position and standpoint, kind of speaking out so openly. I mean, I maybe, with my words, might alienate other demographics, I guess, and maybe ones that should probably be a bit more associated to me stereotypically, but I'm kind of a free spirit in that sense. Like, I don't do things for outside purposes. I just say what I feel. I don't think I've ever hesitated. I don't know why people still question the sincerity of my actions or my words, but I was offended with second-hand offence, you know what I mean? I was offended for other people on that one, so I spoke on it. I think every time I've digested a bit of TG content, which I won't anymore because he blocked me on Twitter. He blocked me on Twitter within minutes of me tweeting about him.
From all the messages you got, is there any? Because I know you got hundreds. Is there any one particular message that kind of sticks out to you that you might want to share with us?
Do you know what? On the comments on TikTok, you actually showed me it, 'cause I don't really use TikTok. There was someone that says something along the lines of, "Oh, I know Sonny means what he says, because when I bumped him in, it was Turkey he's talking about. I know the holiday he was talking about. He said a couple of years ago, I seen him on holiday and he was with a lot of Muslim brothers, and I was one white boy with, I think, 7 or 8 Somalis, I think. And we had a good time. We had a good few days out there. It was right after one of my fights. I think it was after the Asomba fight. I flew out there. So yeah, that comment, I actually remembered him. Probably not. Do you know what I mean? I remember what he's talking about and a couple of groups that we got chatting to. I think there were some brothers from Birmingham or Manchester. It would have been. There was 2 different groups I can remember chatting to. So yeah, that one kind of stuck out. Yeah, 'cause I'm not even sure if we even mentioned that I was a boxer or whatnot. We're just on holiday. A couple of lads on holiday fucking about. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that one stuck out. But yeah, just like, I appreciate the support. Like I said, it weren't, you know, meant to try and gather up any sort of like following or fan base. Genuinely, I've got friends that would be and have been offended by stuff like that, and their life experiences gets affected by sort of them narratives and them mindsets, and you know, the ignorance of it. You know, there's a lot of areas still in this country where there's a lack of diversity, there's a lack of multiculturalism, where people don't really understand people from different walks of life. I was blessed that I grew up in a very diverse place, being South London, Croydon. I went to a very diverse school, which probably had like a 30% spread of the sort of main different cultures or ethnicities even. And I've been blessed with boxing, which, you know, you walk into a boxing gym, for the most part, your creed and colour and race and religion gets left at the door. If you can fight, you're respected. If you're a fighter, you're respected. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm blessed from that. But there's a lot of people that, you know, might have only been in their up north mining village where it's 99% maybe white and or different, and they don't really have the experience of knowing what people from different like religions or different belief systems or different countries really know, like, or really act like, or what they really are like. So
And obviously, following on from that, one of the comments that you made is that you said you felt Islam in your eyes is a beautiful religion. So I just want you to expand on that. So what is it that makes you think, Islam is a beautiful religion? Just for the people who probably see it as, like you said, from other backgrounds, what sticks out to you? Why did you say that?
a big part of it, I love the communal aspect. I love how, you know, and you really see it when you're sort of amongst a group of Muslims. Well, no, once people know that they meet another Muslim, there's, you know, assalamu alaikum. It's straight, like there's like a bond and level of respect and sort of I don't even know how to, maybe acceptance, but just a level of support that just is there naturally because, you know, he's a brother. Do you know what I mean? Or she's a sister. So that's one big side of it. Also, there's teachings that obviously I'm not well versed in the sense of I could sit here and start reading like scriptures. I've got a lot of friends that try and, you know, educate me and show me all the miracles, a lot, but I'm not gonna sit here and do that. Mine's more from a, you know, even just to have the centering, like every Friday, Juma praying and spending time to go and sort of recenter, even if you're not keeping up with the 5 prayers a day, etc., etc., and even just the only thing you need to be a Muslim is believe that Allah is the only God. Do you know what I mean? And everything else is your relationship. You know, no one can really question it. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know. I think it's definitely a good way that humans. It's because, like I said, I've got a lot of questions in my head of what I fully believe and what I don't. Like I said, from my background, but yeah, there's just a lot. There's a lot, but a lot of people think, oh, well, you're uneducated, or you can't say that. But from what I see, the people that I speak to, the acceptance, the importance of family and the importance of community and like supporting those in need, and there's like a lot of things. there is a lot of things. Yeah, I just think it is. But like I said, I probably think there's a lot of beautiful religions when they're followed. But I think from my personal experience, it's probably, I don't want to say taken more seriously, but like say the other side is Christianity. I feel like most Christians I know don't do too much Christians things. Do you know what I mean? But maybe that's just my experience. I don't have that much experience. I don't go to church. I don't put myself around Christians that are really preaching, living, and teaching. Maybe I just, I'll be chilling with my boys, and then they're going to the mosque, and or they're, we'll be around, and they're taking time out of their day to pray and sort of center themselves. You know, like I do respect it. I respect giving, giving your time, your energy and your effort to something consistently. I like it. Is it something that I've brought into my life? No. Is it something that I could or would? I don't know. The rest is unwritten for me. I'm just trying to make my way through this very confusing world and life that we live in.
The way you talk, obviously Andrew Tate, who's become like a social media influencer, whatever you want to call it, superstar. A lot of the stuff you say, it's I kind of draw comparisons to what he kind of said leading up to him becoming a Muslim recently. Would you agree with that? Because it seems like your opinions and viewpoints are very similar to what the kind of stuff he came out with, like a few months ago, stuff that was going viral on TikTok.
I don't really know, to be honest, because I kind of digest on some content, but he's not someone that takes up my whole day. I do. I'm more was following the stuff that he was saying about the corona, or more that just other things. You know what I mean? His background, how his experiences in fighting, their sort of stuff that I was more relatable to. But yeah, I see he's reverted. We'll see what difference, what effect that has on, I don't know, his trajectory of his life. Like I said, I'm not no Andrew Tate super fan. I do get on board with some of the things he says, and it makes sense to my ear. But obviously, previously in times, he said some quite out there things at the same time. But who hasn't? We're humans. So we are fallible by nature. We was never meant to be perfect. We was never meant to be complete. Like that wasn't in any of our destinies. So the fact that people ever try and uphold anyone to that level of standard is beyond me. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people should just be more accepting and a lot less negative and a lot less bitter than they are in this day and age. But at the same time, I feel sympathy for those that show all of those things in abundance, just because the world's a very hard place. Like, at times there's not that much to be happy about, especially in some corners, some people's life. So yeah, I try not to judge people too hard on, even if they don't like me or they say some mad things, because like I said before, life's hard. Everyone's just trying to sort of make it to the next day and try and work out what their purpose is, what the purpose is, what every purpose is. Do you know what I mean?
And just last question, Sonny, just kind of wrapping up all, because I didn't want to talk about the fight, we just wanted to talk about just you as a person. Do you, I know you've said, you kind of told me the other day, but would you class yourself as a Christian right now? What kind of faith do you actually follow, or do you follow a faith at all?
Nah, man. Like I said to you, like, boxing has been my religion since 9. It's been the only centre of my universe, really, outside of then having children. Like I said, I'm still trying to work it out.
You believe in God?
Like I said, I believe in higher power. I believe that something's, driving all of this. I don't think we've just been left here. Like I used to as well. I used to really just believe that, atoms started forming and then turned into, like, I don't know, bacteria or whatever it was, and that just developed. And then, like, I did kind of believe that at some point, but I feel like there's too many intricacies, too many, things balancing. But like I said, I don't know. Like, I really don't know. It's interesting. Because you ask, 100 different people, they'll have 100 different routes to what they think is the meaning of it all and where it's come from. So, if I agree with one person, I'm disagreeing with 99 other people. So I don't think I'll ever really, really fully wrap my head around it or try to. I think it would burn out my brain. I guess I'll just stick to fighting and trying to do that. I think that would be my main priority for right now. I don't think my brain can handle too much more outside of that.
Until someday you might see the light and decide what you think is probably right for you.
Inshallah.
On that note, Sonny, thank you for your time. A bit of a different interview compared to what we normally talk about, but it's good to show people a different side of you and just to kind of get into your brain a little bit. So appreciate your time and good luck in 22 hours.
No, I appreciate it.